All right, so fresh off of Summerslam, 6 hours of sleep, and it's been a crazy weekend, to say the very least. I know it's been a minute since you guys seen me like this because I've been buxing and grinding on universe mode for this channel, but it's been a minute. And what better way to do it than by starting off by reacting to WWE 2K22, the release trailer or teaser trailer for SummerSlam.
And let me get that energy up for you guys. I know you guys are probably like, why does he sound a little down?
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen of multiple generations and the next? It is your voice of devil, Gresh, and welcome back to the channel because we got a lot to talk about. You didn't know? Now you know. Hero. I'm just playing. So Saturday during SummerSlam, they released the trailer for WWE 2K22. It hits different, and my initial reaction in the theater, because a couple of buddies of mine, including Swallow the Banner, for those who listen to the podcast, they were like, okay, and I was more so like, I'm f***ed. And not in a bad way. It's like my initial reaction was like, oh, this is some bull. But then as I had time to really digest it and look back at it, I'm actually going to react to it because I'm pretty sure I missed a lot and then really didn't catch a lot of things. But we're going to react to it and then we're going to talk about it. Cool? All right. But if you are new around to these, I guess you could say G-Click Gresh streets, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn that notification bell every time if you don't want to miss anything going on in the channel. And hey, if you enjoy this video or what we talk about on this video, you can go ahead and hit that elbow drop and flex on that like button, and then you can just chillax with me on this particular channel because I ain't going nowhere. Let's react to this trailer and give our initial thoughts. I'm going to mute the music because I don't know the copyright situation with the music, but product not yet rated. Let's go with that. WWE 2K22 coming soon, March 22. Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, when I was in the theater, this is what I'm talking about. So right off the bat, what I'm looking at is we're getting a Thunderdome feel, but with crowds. So I know a lot of people was like, we want to do, can they actually get the Thunderdome? We'll see. It's more of a we'll see, but for right now, from this being a beta version that their work is like, it's a work in progress, this is what we're getting. We're getting the Thunderdome version. We may get an updated arena, which is basically a big old LED video wall, but it's neither here nor there. All right, we get the SmackDowns confirmed. Rey Mysterio, Sheamus, from what I'm looking at. If I pause in this, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm gonna run through it, then I'm gonna do my breakdown. Okay, you got Sheamus, Rey Mysterio, Ricochet. He got a new entrance, or it might be the same entrance from 22. I don't know. Bailey, that look like Carmelo. The Prince version, head of the table, The Miz, Rhea Ripley, Shinsuke Nakamura, or King Nakamura. Okay, we get the current Roman Reigns, which is basically the pants. Kane, and it look like Shelton Benjamin, Goldberg, Dolph Ziggler, Bobby Lashley, and Kofi, and I don't know who that is. Oh, Drew McIntyre. It is different. March 2022. All right, so we're gonna look back at the top, get some more thoughts on what we got confirmed, and then we're just gonna talk about it. All right, so we got SmackDown. It look like Sheamus and Ricochet's confirmed. Sheamus, from this angle, I can tell they scanned his face. Rey Mysterio, Ricochet, okay, you got the entrance. Bailey and Carmella, I guess they got the current Finn, The Miz, Rhea Ripley. Shinsuke Nakamura, he really didn't require too much change from 2K19. Roman Reigns, current Roman Reigns, all right. Goldberg and Ziggler, okay. Now, okay, they got Drew's current entrance in there. All right, so that's the thing. March 22. It really wasn't too much to break down, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not the type of person that's gonna lie to you. I never will be that type of person that's gonna lie to you, because who am I to lie to you? And who am I to, I guess you can say, be a cookie cutter? Because for those of you who've been following me for the past year and a half, no, I don't sugarcoat anything. 2K20 was terrible. It sucked the life of my creativity out of me because it was so terrible for me personally. I'm not saying this to convince anybody, say, hey, let's just bash on 2K, or because they're not really, they're just marketing. They're not even the ones making the game. It's visual concepts. But you see my drift. I'm not going to be the one that's going to bash on 2K. I've gain the ear of certain people in 2K that are good people from just interactions on Twitter. I'm not saying gain a good ear, but like from the interactions on Twitter, they're genuine people. But at the same time, I'm going to be real with you on a game that I part with my hard-earned money from, because any money that I am spending out, because like I said before, I'm a 26-year-old video gamer. I'm not asking mom to cop up some money, or can I borrow some money to buy a video game. This money is coming out of my pocket, and it is my duty, and really for me, and I guess some of you who are relying on my voice, to really say when a game is, because it wouldn't be any other way. I'm not going to, like, if people work with me because I'm too honest, cool. If people don't want to work with me because I'm too honest, cool. I don't lose sleep on anything, on any opportunity, because I have a lot of things at play right now that doesn't really require me to focus too much on one thing at once. So if I'm being honest with you, from looking at that trailer, March 2022 isn't a bad thing, because like I just mentioned, 2K20 was downright abysmal. So a 2022 release for a 2K22, that game sure as hell better hit different.
Period.
And what I mean by hit different, I mean it better be smooth, it better be great, because I believe this is one of few WWE games that's been delayed. I don't know too much about, I didn't really get too involved behind the scenes of game releases until I was well into my early 20s. So it's like, I don't really know. You can correct me in the comment section if you want. But for them to delay this game, mainly due to the fact that I'm pretty sure COVID had a part in this, because everything was delayed on that front, and I'm pretty sure everything else, because I know people are probably gonna say they had 2 years to work on this game. I feel that way, but looking back at it, I can understand why it wasn't ready by the expectation, because they didn't give us a date, they just gave us a teaser, and we as fans, we're so ready for a game. And me as a content creator, I'm pretty sure other content creators are feeling the same way, because I was all on Twitter, and I agree with guys like Dalt and Phoenix Nitro, Aaron Matthews, Simply Better AM. I agree with those guys, because it's like, as a content creator they were legitimately trying to recreate the wheel with 2K20, because people don't care unless you have a following. Because I've had this conversation with guys like Murphs, YT13, Fisher JRJ, and even Third Strike. It's like they don't care about, like, they can search for WWE 2K, but it's like, it's not the attention and the vibe and the energy isn't there for it. If you don't have a core fan base that's going to look at your content, you're practically, I'm not saying you're screwed, because if you're trying to start a YouTube, keep going. I'm not using this to discourage anybody from creating content, because I know it's a lot of up and coming YouTube content creators that's in this field. But what I'm basically on is, I'm gonna get to my point, but it's like a lot of people don't care, and it's like we was banking on this new game dropping, and that's on us for assuming that they was gonna drop it in 2 months. But then as I sat there in that theater looking, and I'm like, I would rather them release a perfectly good game or semi-good game than a crappy game that I'm probably gonna get back on this channel and on for it being downright terrible, and telling them they should have delayed it. So it's not more, it's like, instead of saying damned if you do, damned if you don't, I'd rather you just get the heat out the way, or whatever the case may be. But at the same time, I kind of preferred them to not deny, or whoever was trying to discredit certain people saying, oh, unless it's official sources, don't believe it. Yes and no. Yes, we wait for official sources, but I would never discredit people like James, Viking. But outside of that trailer, and outside of them releasing it in 2022, I will be honest with you, the way that I reacted with 2K20 when I just completely flipped the switch on this channel is not happening with this channel now. It's not. I have a lot left in the tank on 2K19.
And I will never retire!
7 months is a while, and I believe that they confirmed on Twitter that they are not shutting down the servers, so we're still on 2K19, 2K20 if you want, for another 7 months. And I believe, if I'm going based off the tweet, let me pull up the tweet right now. So they said new controls, stunning graphics, redesigned engine, more to come this January. Soon as January hit after Christmas break and all that good stuff, it need to be balls to the wall with information. Like, I'm not giving anybody a time frame, but they really need to crank down on this marketing, because I know a lot of people were probably feeling some type of way with the dead silence before SummerSlam, and I get that, because people invest their time and money and effort into this game series, so they want the best of the best and they want to know everything. So I'm not gonna get on here and bash anybody. I understand it sucks. If I would be lying to you if I didn't say it sucks, because to pull the curtain back for those who actually care, as a content creator, the best time for a game, especially if you're in that type of genre, is when a new game release. It's been 3 years since we got a new game.
Oh my God, no!
And it would have been, we probably would have been booming if that game would have dropped. But at the same time, you got to rebuild your fan base's trust, because booming or not, if the game would have came out terrible, the feedback, WWE Games probably would have died, if I'm being honest with you, because this game, the way that 2K20 was received from wrestling and non-wrestling fans,
Fatality.
this version of the game better hit, and it better hit different. But I ain't gonna keep you too long, because I feel like I've been going on long enough. Let me know what you guys think, and give me your honest opinion and thoughts in the comment section, or wherever you are listening to this, Twitter, Instagram, wherever you listen to, because clips are going to probably go up on it on all my official channels. And speaking of my official channels, make sure you follow me on everything that you see on that link down in the description, which is solo.to/Gresh, and make sure you smash that like button, comment your thoughts, and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And let me know what you guys think of 2K20. Do you 2K22? Do you think it will hit different, or do you think it will be a complete bomb? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Give me your honest opinion, and remember to stay safe out here in these vaccinated and COVID streets. And remember to always eat, sleep, flex, and repeat. Be breezy. If you made it to this point in the video, I would like to shout out my Patreon backers. Without you guys, I would not be where I am today. Thank you.